It's a new episode of TeamMUJ's Weekly Web Show. I'm here with my homies as always.
Yep.
What up, yo? How you doing?
We got a lot to talk about, man. Before we start even talking about all that, we just want to let everybody know this is like a reshoot of the super bomb-ass video, you know what I'm saying? Take Two, the redux.
This was supposed to be the bonus edition.
Yeah, this was supposed to be the bonus edition. And we fucked up.
We didn't fuck up. We were fucking.
We got some snake
point.
bust.
We got snaked.
We got
snaked.
Snaked!
We'll snake bust these motherfuckers eventually. But no, look, we were trying out new technology.
We'll be getting a hold of you pretty soon.
Yeah, we need a new video. We were trying out some new technology. You guys see with the screen behind us and shit. We had some really dope ass shit on there, and the whole video was fucking smooth, fucking organic, and just fucking great. You know what I'm saying? And ended up the fucking app failed us, didn't save the video.
No, sir.
We got totally fucked. But man, hey, we're just gonna fucking basically talk about what we were gonna talk about then. But then yesterday, ICP dropped that fucking dope ass fucking seminar that dropped all kinds of news. So that gives us something else to talk about. So what basically started out was like a pretty uneventful gathering, is what we were saying from our standpoint. We weren't there, so we really can't talk about it too much. But we wanted news-wise, leading really up till yesterday, it was a pretty uneventful gathering.
There were Facebook posts about not shooting off big ass fireworks and whatnot.
Yes, that was about like.
Again, we weren't there.
That was really the only drama too, which is also a good thing. I really didn't hear about much drama. I mean, even leading up to yesterday, the drama that I heard about this morning, I'm not sure if that's even gathering related, so I'm not going to talk about that.
Right.
But otherwise, we expected a lot of news to be dropping out of the gathering, and yesterday was the last day. So when you guys are watching this, I hope you had a good time. Hope the gathering was the shit. You guys
made it home safe.
Yeah, I hope you guys make it home safe, and you guys can watch this home after a nice shower, laying in your bed and shit. But like I said, it was pretty much what we were saying is there wasn't a lot of news coming out of it. And then yesterday, ICP did do their seminar, so it did let out a lot. Up until then, the main focus of the gathering was Hell's Pit.
Hell's Cellar.
Hell's Cellar, the release
of that.
Yeah, that was because I was really confused on the whole timeline of the gathering, because since I didn't go, I really wasn't as focused on the timeline, because it just made me feel salty and shit.
Oh yeah, like y'all know, gotcha, depression, not being able to go and shit, kicking yourself in the ass.
Exactly, and I was doing that like every day. So I really, even leading up to it, when I knew I wasn't gonna go, I really didn't check out the timeline. I thought Hell's Cellar Hell's Pit was the closeout of the gathering, but they did do it on Thursday night, and I hope that was super fucking dope. If you guys saw it live, I hope it was fucking awesome. To do Hell's Pit at the gathering, I feel like it's really ambitious to do such a dark album, at the happiest place on earth, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I figured they were going to close it out with that. But, they did it Thursday night. From what I've seen, it was pretty dope. They did not do 3 tracks on the album, so they didn't play the entire album, which I thought was weird, the tracks that they left out. Yeah. They didn't do 24 Sedatives and Attack of the Bassheads. Which I thought that's like a show track for sure.
Yeah.
Attack of the Bassheads. And Sedatives is one of my favorite.
Epidemic, the opioid epidemic going on.
Oh yeah, and there's bassheads everywhere you fucking go. Yeah, you figured they would have done that shit, and it would have been a perfect place to do it. The gathering of the fucking Juggalos. And they didn't do Sedatives, my favorite fucking track on the album.
Mine too.
But that from what I've seen, that was dope to do that at the gathering. Like I said, super ambitious, the happiest place on earth. But here you're murdering motherfucker. Yeah, bringing back to that wicked shit. That's why I thought they would close out with it. Let everybody know, hey, Fred Fury is up next. And it's gonna be that fucking wicked shit. You know what I'm saying? What's dope is we end up finding out when that's gonna happen though. But fucking Hell's Pit, to see that live, Hell's Pit is super fucking dope. To see any of the Joker's cards, and I know there's ninjas out there now who have seen all original 6. That have, I know my boy West from Chicago, he's seen all now original 6 perform live. That's fucking dope as hell.
That is dope.
Yeah, it's dope that Psychopathic has done it, and any ninjas who have seen all 6, that's the shit. That's an achievement under the belt for sure, right there. To see fucking Hell's Pit. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily want to see it at the gathering, I guess. But it's a fucking solid, dark-ass album. When that shit came out, I mean, it really had to set a precedence for darkness, you know, because it was the Diamond Rain era was over, and it really did it, man. From start to finish, that album is like straight dark, you know. You can't even put it on without it changing the mood of how dark it is and shit, you know. Yeah, that's fucking dope. So to do it together, that's fucking crazy as hell. And then they released Hell Cellar. We ended up getting some more news on Hell Cellar too, but they released Hell Cellar, which is 9 lost tracks that were recorded during the Hell's Pit era. Like I had said, I feel like the lost tracks were tracks that just were not good. You know, they were just like, hey, this can't go on the album.
You could tell how much they reuse.
Oh yeah,
They try to recycle.
Yeah, because you know, if you listen to some of the
switch everything out,
that one beat for sure.
That's pretty nifty. That's pretty dope.
Well, that's like you gotta think. You know, they gotta have notebooks full of shit. So Violent's just like, oh, if I never use this, I'm gonna polish this up. I'm one of the first tracks. It does sound like some shit like almost like Sedatives. And there's another track on there that sounds like a Wizard of the Hood like type of track. So maybe I even think that maybe during the Wizard of the Hood recording process they had added, because the song's called Big Bad Wolf and it's like another story type of track, and I think that was gonna be like a bonus track or something for it. It almost sounds like it or something.
Yeah, you think it'd make.
But even like Jay's like flow pattern on the song sounds like a track from Wizard of the Hood, and then there's the Past the Axe beat on the song The Truth, which is the last track on the 9. All in all, man, it's definitely worth the listen. It's cool as fuck that they put it out. Violent J said that they found it the Thursday before the gathering and had it recorded, pressed, and all that shit, and out by Friday at the gathering. So that's fucking cool as fuck. They talked about a lot of the recording process then how they found this shit in the ICP seminar. What we were saying, there was no Shaggy 2-Dope on what we heard. I did not hear any Shaggy on it. Shaggy says that he heard some stuff on it, but I think that might be on because there's 3 other songs that they didn't put on this Hell Cellar, but there is no Shaggy on it. From what I heard, maybe you hear him in the hook or whatever, but you don't hear him on the verse. There is no Shaggy 2-Dope verse on it. He says that he was drinking super heavily during that time, so I think that he says he doesn't remember. So I wonder if that's just like why his shit just wasn't good, or the only good stuff that they got out of him was album worthy. You know, like I don't know. But yeah, man, if you picked up a copy of Hell Cellar, that's the shit. If you pre-ordered a vinyl copy, and you're like you need a kidney or a chunk of a liver or some shit,
they will provide that shit for you.
You need me to get your fucking woman pregnant? I'll donate it all. Anything you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd love to have that in my collection, and there was no way I could get it. Even my homegirl who tried at the gathering, they actually left early yesterday. Yeah. But yeah, so I didn't get one. And if that $125 was for the vinyl, that's fucking crazy. Because I wouldn't pay. I mean, I will now have to pay something like that. But for $125, that's fucking crazy. That's as much as I would be probably willing to pay for it actually, from somebody else. You know, like the markup on it. The highest I think I was gonna pay was over $100 for a $25 vinyl at the most. It's the fucking ICP autograph in there that everyone's gonna be fucking super geeked about. But man, if you got a copy of that shit, when you get it, post those pictures and let me see. I want to see how fucking fresh that shit is. Because otherwise, I mean, it's dope to have in your collection. Listen to it on YouTube and then order that shit. They said if you go on Psychopathic, I think, or on Hatchet Gear, you could either order it now or starting Wednesday, and you'll get it by like Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead and pop you up a copy. I'm gonna end up getting mine just to have it. You know what I'm saying? Go with all, you know, the whole 6 collection. And they said there's gonna be a 20th anniversary in 5 years, so I'll have to have that. You know, so I'm not missing a piece of the fucking 6 collection. But what was really cool, you know, like yesterday's video, for it to fail the way that it did,
bullshit.
It sucked, but I guess that just gave us time to fucking watch this awesome ICP seminar. Because ICP came out of the fucking gate swinging. As everybody knows, if you went to a gathering, and even if you haven't, I'm sure even more so if you haven't, you know all about the ICP seminar and how fucking epic it is. and that there's always some kind of shit there. I mean, you know, some people like Shaggy said, some people at the gathering don't go to the seminar because, like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? 17th annual, I didn't go to the seminar. I watched the stream from my fucking hotel room that was set at a nice 40 degrees while you guys are out in that fucking 120 degree humidity. But I digress. They fucking dropped bomb after bomb in the ICP seminar. Shit that makes the future look pretty bright, and I guess pretty dim for some people. So there was like, I really feel like the whole fucking thing, there was only one major letdown, and I think for me necessarily it wasn't a letdown, but I can see why it is globally. I mean, I got Dark Lotus on my wrist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Got Dark Lotus on my fucking wrist.
We all do.
I had a rep it today.
So I understand where people are a little upset because during ICP's seminar, they put all your rumors to rest and said they will never, ever, 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 ever work with Twisted again.
With Twisted.
And I
don't understand that. I really don't. I mean, Isham, and you know, they got the DJ and
there you go.
Isham shit going on.
But
Isham was able to diss ICP like at the gathering.
He did.
The Twisted fucks up one time.
All right. Well, here's
never again.
My thoughts on that are because in the seminar they talk about a lot more work going with Isham. Isham was at the gathering. My thoughts on that are the same thoughts that I have on why Twisted should still respect ICP and basically do everything that they asked them to. Because Isham basically made ICP, provided that platform in Detroit for ICP, and ICP always will look up to Isham for that. So Isham could trash them. Jay might have burned Isham a few times on some fucking money, you know what I'm saying? But still, at the end of the day, they fucking work together. They're cool. They work shit out. You know what I'm saying? When Joey or Joe call on Isham, Isham's there, and vice versa. Twisted just turned their back on ICP completely, 100%. Asking for masters to play at the gathering, fucking not doing the March shit, denying that the March is a relevant reason, so that's why. Isham's fucking godfather, and ICP respect that. ICP are fucking, you know, godfathers to Twisted, and they don't respect that anymore. That's why.
That's why.
All right.
That's why.
Know.
Because I knew that shit was gonna get brought up, and I knew that shit was gonna get brought up because I'm all about this E&J tour, because that's something else they dropped in the ICP seminar is that Violent J and Isham are gonna go on fucking tour together, and you know,
at the same time as
fuck the fuck off, motherfucker, and they're
World
both
tour.
supposed to be North American tours.
North American.
Yeah, they're both supposed to be North American tours. I honestly thought ICP dropped the biggest bomb that they should have dropped later. The first thing that they announced was the official release date of Fearless Fred Fury. Yeah. And it was dope how they did it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was honestly expecting next year, you know what I'm saying? I was not expecting this year. I think the first date that he said was Violent J's birthday next year. It was March something, 2019. And Shaggy's yup, agreed on it, and they're like, no, it's a fucking lie. And the fucking release date is
right
going to
around the
be
corner. It's right around the fucking corner.
It is, dude. It's that quick, bro.
It's right around
I
the
didn't
corner.
expect it this year. October 26th, 2018. Fearless Fred Fury hits stores. Make sure you buy a physical copy of that.
Well, I think it's only physical copies.
Yeah.
Is that what they said?
Well, they said that. Well, they said the only way
to get the flip,
because it comes
which
with
also comes
super secret EP. So it's a little longer than an EP, so it's about 9 tracks.
It's the 8 tracks.
8 tracks?
8 track MP.
Medium fillet.
You know what I'm saying?
So they got this Flip the Rat secret MP that's coming out, and the only way you can get details for it on how to find that album is if you get the physical copy of Fearless Fred Fury, and there's going to be secret information somewhere decoded in that bitch, and you're going to have to find that shit. And then you get this dope-ass EP released the same day. I think that's cool as fuck.
I'm really glad they're getting back into that like they did.
Oh yeah, some secret shit?
Yeah, with
secret shit, bro. Yeah, secret shit,
both
bro.
albums,
ICP have always been
of
secretive. That's what they should do, you know? Secret shit, you know what I'm saying?
Go back to the roots.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
And they really didn't stop fucking dropping bombs, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of... The future looks bright for Psychopathic, and I've been saying this since even before last year when we started when we were 17 and in Beeman, because it started raining diamonds
17?
in 2016. I
Yes.
honestly believe that 2016 went basically the way that it should have went. You know, we got Wizard of the Hood, we got all these things one last time, and we went to enjoy them one last time. Twisted at the Gathering, Dark Lotus, you know, we got that one last time, and then 17 started, and we got a whole new fucking opening for us. And when everyone doubted us, psychopathic wise, look what they're doing, bro. And honestly, people are gonna laugh at shit like, you know, some of this shit, but I think they're fucking doing it, you know what I'm saying? ICP are gonna finally utilize this dope new roster that they have, and they're gonna get together with fucking Big Hoodoo, Light, Ouija,
And the Looney Goons.
and they're gonna form the Looney Goons, another super group on Psychopathic. So where one door closes, another one opens, and you always got to be looking forward. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking when we talked about in the Gutter Water review how the future of Psychopathic is bright, and they need to really expand on that. Violent J amped me up for this product by saying, like, it's either gonna be a mix between 1980s hip hop or 2019 hip hop.
Yeah,
It's gonna be somewhere right in between. So it's either gonna be really one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
So what's it gonna be like?
Really, what he was saying is, we have no idea how this is gonna sound at all right now.
It's gonna
You know
be
what I'm
between
saying?
Run DMC and
In future?
music
Future. 6ix9ine or something.
mixed in with like dubstep.
Yeah, you know, I think it's gonna be tight. Some trap shit, some fucking boom bap flows. You know, it's gonna be tight, man. It just gives you something to look forward to on the future, man. Jiggy Fresh. Before I get into any more of this fucking slicey piece, since we're talking about Ouija and Light, you checked out their seminar.
Yeah, I
they
checked
dropped some
out-
fucking news on that bitch.
They dropped some decent bombs. The Water Damage, Ouija's album, which we were discussing, thought was gonna come out at the Gathering.
Yeah, because I thought a couple of weeks ago or something he posted, you know, get this exclusive Water Damage at the
Right.
Gathering of the Juggalos or whatever.
Now, we didn't get to watch the whole seminar, but there's you know, bits and pieces I got from it. There will be a Ouija Light collab album. Everybody's asking about the Little
Well,
Riders, but
Did they say about that? Did they touch on that at all?
they touched on it, but what they're saying is it's not going to be your typical Riders album. It's going to be them doing their thing, but
But basically like the same format.
like a paying homage to it.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't discuss if there's gonna be jacking beats and shit, and they discussed that too with Dark Lotus. They're not trying to.
I'm really excited
They're not
about
trying to
project
come
between them
in
together.
right
Because then you could see, because they're,
Future
you know, they're,
Wicked.
yeah, the Future Wicked, and their flows are diverse. So if they can make it work on an album, I think that'll be
It'd be
badass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that really, like, Psychopathic needs to utilize their young talent right now. Because Violent J threw me off something as we are talking about them for a minute. In his seminar, on the ICP seminar, he said, you know, they're going to be putting a lot more focus on ICP this year, or the next couple of years. So I thought that was going to mean, like, you know, you know, these guys are going to miss out.
Right.
But really, they have some awesome projects lined up for them too. And it was more so that they're not going to put ICP's work into their new artist work, that they're going to let the new artists do them while they focus on doing new cool ICP shit.
Right, which is cool. But yeah, he said because
Trying to
they
be
also
more
asked
diverse.
Ouija and Light about the supergroup before I guess the ICP seminar.
Yeah.
They really didn't speak on it. They said yeah, it was gonna happen, and it's not. What respected about them was it wasn't a new Dark Lotus, it wasn't a new Riders. It's them paying homage.
New
Yeah,
to
they
shit.
don't wanna step on that. You know what I'm saying? So they want to create their own shit. They don't want to diminish anything that has been done in the past that was such
And you know,
greatness at the time.
I think that speaks
You know,
volumes on a
that's
lot
awesome.
about with the Dark
Right.
Lotus coming to an end after this weekend, or officially coming to the end, which I think people already knew that. You know, this wasn't like a
Yeah,
big
I mean,
thing. But
I didn't think
like
it was.
I was saying earlier before we
Yeah.
got together, before you got here, I was talking to him about it, and we got a lot of good out of Dark Lotus.
Fuck yeah,
You
man.
might as well put something that's really good to bed now, and it becomes this fucking awesome legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to recreate that and hold on to something. You know, like everyone's seen Lotus at the Gathering, and honestly, I thought a lot of times it sucked. You know, they forgot their words and shit. You know, they didn't perform to the best abilities.
Technical difficulties.
So I'd rather, like, you know how they say, you know, always remember something its best way, and then you gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? I'll always hold my dearest Lotus memories to fucking heart, but it's better that we put that to rest and we look back on Lotus. We have something dope that like becomes part of fucking Jugga history, that were these fucking 4 bomb ass albums of this super group that'll never perform together again. You know what I'm saying? That's like rock and roll history, urban legend shit mixed all into one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty dope. And everyone, you gotta look fucking positive on things like this. You know, I know what Violent J said it was like a fucking wrestling shoot. It was like, listen here, brothers, we're not working with the Twisted anymore.
Ever again.
The powers that be will never be together
Not
again,
now.
brother. You know,
Not 5 years from now.
Yeah,
Ever.
that broke my heart a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
I was still
the
mourning.
writing's been on the wall.
I feel
Yeah, the
For
writing's
years
been
now,
on the
guys.
wall, but
You know, so let's.
I had
With the
that
withering of the lotus.
I had that little slice.
With the
of,
withering of the lotus.
I had that little slice
bro.
of hope still.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
you know, the lotus never dies. Remember that. Keep that in your heart. Like you said, it may wither, but
may
fucking
wither.
it's, you know, it's feeding off us. So you always keep that lotus
And-
love in your heart, and lotus will always be alive. Y'all
Now
keep
we
those
got
lotus on your
orchids.
wrist. You know what I'm saying?
Orchids
And
are
that
coming
does snap
through.
it back. We got a new flower to be happy for in the
See?
psychopathic family. We
That's what I was
got
trying to get at.
bubblegum orchids.
Orchids.
You know, and that's super fucking dope, man. For those of you guys don't know, I'm rocking some gear from the line of the bubblegum
The
orchid.
#1 best-selling shirt last year, by the way.
Hell yeah!
And
And
this past year.
if you guys got this shirt, you know why. It was because we were fucking, you know, juggalos are, when we can, and a lot of us can now, you know, we want to help out.
We try to
You know,
help out.
financially, we
Oh.
help out people in need. And a lot of us are animal lovers, so we're like, oh shit, this is a charity that helps animals and shit.
Yeah.
Most juggalos love animals more than people.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I got
Yeah.
friends that love their dogs more than they
Dude.
love me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, shit. So buying this shirt, you guys donated to charity, and it ended up being the biggest seller on Psychopathic. But if you
So,
guys know, also, Ruby
much
Bruce is
props,
super
yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
And her and Sugar Slam are getting together, and they're gonna release a line that's aimed towards juggalettes, or you know, people who like wearing clothes like that. And they're gonna be marketing it, and it's gonna be a whole clothing line. They're designing it themselves. It's gonna be more of like a feminine clothing line. So it should be
Speaking of
really
clothing
cool, man.
lines, Speaking of clothing lines, isn't Big Baby clothing?
Oh, Big Baby Records,
Big,
bro.
Big Baby Records was the clothing line, Violent Wear.
Oh well, Violent
Violent
Wear.
Wear's
That's gonna
going
be
on,
some new
and
line,
Big
right?
Baby
Because I didn't hear that part of the seminar. What's going on with the Violent Wear?
The Violent Wear is going to be brought back from I
Back
don't know
in
how
the
many
day.
years ago it was at the time, but he had his own designs, T-shirts out. Now he's talking about the Violent J, by the way, bringing the Violent Wear back,
Yeah.
and doing it original 6 style. So
Hell yeah.
It really kind of makes you wonder.
Oh, that's
too.
what those are gonna be. The
that's what those are
6.
going to be.
Okay, so he was saying that was the
Shirts,
shirts,
right,
jerseys, and
a
jackets. 2 Joker's cards throughout a year. Like one be
I
out
think
for
it's
6
one- yeah, I
months,
think one
and then
every 6 months.
one will be out for 6 months,
Oh, that's
and then
cool.
one like so
That's
they're gonna
cool.
start with
See, that
Carlo
kind of makes
Carnage.
me wonder if Poo-Boo was actually ever.
Poo was
nice
real.
size?
No, Poo was like a real like bootleg thing. You could buy it at like fucking what's the place out there? Swaparama.
I thought
You used to be able to get Poo
oh
at
my God.
Swaparama and shit.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
So, learn something
Uh,
new every fucking day. I did not know that. I thought that was like a Juggalo created.
No, bro, that was like
Jay
bootleg swap
Finger.
meet shit. You know what I'm saying? Like them
Well,
fucking
how about
two-strap
that?
Adidas and shit, bro. You get those at
Don't
fucking.
I feel like it?
No, it's all good.
Whatever.
Yeah, but Violent J, we were talking on, mentioned Big Baby. Well,
Yeah.
the Big Baby part is Big
I
Baby
did.
Records. And that's going to be Violent J's new record label in-house with Psychopathic. He's going to be releasing compilation albums featuring like what he thinks are like his darkest ICP songs, or his best storytelling ICP songs. You know,
funny song.
the funniest songs. Yeah, you know. So he's thinking about he's going to be putting all those together into new albums and putting those out. Whether I don't know how, he didn't really elaborate how that was going to go down, but it's just a new venture that he's going to be doing, as well as Shaggy Two Dope is going to be doing his art collective, and everybody knows, everyone's familiar with fucking Shaggy Two Dope's art.
Oh, yeah, man.
From Wizard of the Hood, some of his most popular pieces, Fuck the Fuck Off, all those things. Shaggy Two Dope has always been a dope ass artist, and scribble fucking cool ass drawings and shit. So a lot of them he's gonna be putting up for sale, and making prints and shit of his new ones and all that other shit. and you'll be able to own fucking Shaggy 2 Dope shit. See that spot right there? It's completely empty. Just happens to be empty. I actually think something fell off it. But I'm gonna now that I looked over there, but that's a perfect spot for Shaggy 2 Dope art. So if you guys are into that shit, be on the lookout for that. So it's cool to see that they're doing a couple of like different ventures, you know, throughout the year.
Yeah.
Violent J says you could expect a lot of this by December. That by December there's going to be all kinds of
That means they're working there.
between new psychopathic figures. New action figures are coming out. All those collectors who said that you know we haven't had that they haven't had a chance to get action figures in a while. There's some new action figures coming out. Vinyl collectors like myself, I was happy as fuck to hear that Ringmaster's coming to vinyl. Terror Wheel's coming to vinyl. Bang Pow Boom. Hell's Pit.
Hell's Pit.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
If we didn't misunderstand it right, I think Hell's Pit because they were talking about with the.
They said Hell's Pit and then right away said something about Hell's Cellar, so I don't know if that's what they meant, but that would be like basically I think the whole 6 now would be out on vinyl, and that's fucking dope as fuck. I definitely can't wait to have Ringmaster spin on vinyl and then Terror Wheel, you know what I'm saying? Because I already have everything leading up to their and with the EPs. And the EPs, I have all the EPs except for Terror Wheel now. So they gotta release that shit. They said all that shit should be released by December too. And speaking of vinyls, it wasn't released at the Gathering, but on Record Store Day they were supposed to release Amazing Jekyll Brothers. I know the vinyl heads know that shit, but it is for sure being released Black Friday this year. So go to your I'm not gonna go out Black Friday shopping. I'll pay like I did for Milenko, but on Black Friday this year you'll also be able to get the collector's edition, the 20th anniversary of Amazing Jekyll Brothers in multicolored vinyl, just like the Milenko and shit was. It's coming out. I don't know the date for Black Friday this year, but just like all vinyl that's coming out this year, they said by December all these things will be out, and that's super fucking dope. Except for I'm gonna have to fucking buy a bunch of vinyl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that Hell's Pit, and I'm gonna have to give a testicle for that fucking Hell's Cellar vinyl.
Yeah. I know we touched on it yesterday in our video, and I think on last week's web show about starting, or maybe it was our first one, the wrestling thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wrestle Corner.
Hell yeah, man.
They're going to be in Chicago.
Yeah, Raw? October?
No. August 31st for
Slicey
Stranglemania 3.
P! Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Slicey P, Stranglemania 3.
Yeah, Starcast? Yeah, Starcast fucking...
August 31st, which is real close to... And they're doing Stranglemania 3,
it's in fucking Chicago, man.
Stranglemania 3.
Is that what's going on? I thought they were showing Stranglemania and doing commentary over it.
It might be.
That might be.
But they said something about...
But look it up, man, because I'm pretty sure there's a wrestling event going on that weekend.
Well, he told...
Like it's,
the way he said it was to come join them out there, so
yeah.
I'm guessing they're going to be there. There might be some kind of...
We'll have to look into that, and on our next week we'll have full information on it. It'll be at the end of next month, and shit, if we can swoop some tickets on it, we should go.
If we swoop some tickets, we'll go.
Hell yeah, we'll go. Fucking yeah.
Rocking our,
hell yeah. Hey, and that's what they said that the action figures were gonna be. He said Slam Fest. They're gonna be Slam Fest figures. So they're gonna be wrestling figures.
Nice.
When they were talking about it, you hear Shaggy 2 Dope saying like Slam Fest figures.
Hell yeah.
So and then they didn't say anything else. So it's probably like a secret, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be something similar to these, like old school wrestling toys, all that retro collections.
We need to start with going on these wrestling circuits again,
bro.
Man.
Well, that's the thing. We were talking about doing wrestling corner because we're all wrestling fans. We used to go to every JCW event in fucking Michigan when they did that circuit. But even now, like. I've taken my son to 2 wrestling events this year. That's giving me another excuse to go to wrestling. So I
thought it was cool they brought it up after we were talking about it. Discussing like oh shit, they're gonna be and it's in Chicago, right next.
So we're definitely gonna look into checking this out. And then for real, any wrestling fans, leave us a comment if you guys want to hear us like shoot shit on wrestling. I started following wrestling again, like hard. You know what I'm saying? I listen to wrestling podcasts and shit. Right. You know, like my son's like super into it. So I'm down to like, we throw the green screen up and do like small shoots where we talk about matches and shit and then just collage them together, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys would be interested in seeing that, we'll fucking mark out on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if that's what you guys want to see. For sure we want to do it because we already want to do it, you know? So But look, we'll look into that. Starcast, I have it written here real fucking small. August 31st, but it'll be in Chicago, so we'll look into that. Hopefully tickets aren't like gone or fucking crazy or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, that's just like some shit that's coming up, you know what I'm saying? That's like our short recap, and I know we'll be talking about the Gathering probably the next 2 episodes. That was like our short recap of the Gathering.
Psychopaths from Outer Space. They're
Really?
dropping a new Psychopaths
See,
from
I
Outer
missed
Space.
that. See, I watched and Bloody Brothers too.
Bloody
I missed
Brothers, yeah.
I missed
Bloody
that part
Brothers.
in the seminar. I stopped watching right as they were talking about Bloody Brothers. I had to leave.
Yeah, same here.
So what do they say about Psychopathics from Outer Space?
It's a new one coming.
Hell yeah! So I wonder if it's gonna be scrap material.
There's a new one coming.
Or if it's gonna be that new.
Or some new, you know what I'm saying?
I think I think, if I'm not mistaken, like I said, I was kind of pausing and trying to write.
Yeah.
Speaking of that new, I'm sorry.
But I do believe they said it is going to be new tracks on the music.
That'd be
probably
tight,
some
man.
scrapped stuff too. You know, they always.
They do a new Psychopaths from Outer Space tour. Ouija Max and Alien.
Ouija Max and fucking.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope
Demon
as fuck.
Baby.
Hell yeah, it's Demon Baby. Hell yeah. What were you gonna say about the new?
Will it be Rex?
Oh,
yeah,
shit!
Seminars.
Oh,
That wasn't even a
Rex
GOTJ. That was
has
a seminar
returned.
exclusive.
Yeah, seminar exclusive.
With a
man.
bag of poop.
Yeah, if you went to that shit,
Yeah,
you
it
fucking.
wasn't like a.
I knew they were talking about it at on the Juggalo
came
show because Jay was saying that Neat song was on there that Ruby Bruce did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were checking out a little bit of that before the show started. That's dope as fuck. If you guys got one of those, that's cool as fuck. And I better not see you selling it on fucking eBay. Bitch. No, I'm just joking.
You just mail it to us.
Yeah, just mail it to us. If you want to sell it, mail it
We
to
need
us.
about
You know what I'm saying?
3-4 copies.
At least 3. You know
At least 3.
At least 3. No, that's the shit, man. We checked out like 2 or 3 of the tracks before the show started, and it sounds good. I can't wait to listen to it. And then the last song is the Ruby Bruce song, that Neat.
Yes.
You guys heard that one?
I have not heard that.
That's, bro, she sounds like fucking Violent J. It's funny as hell. It's good, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, much love to Ruby Bruce, bro. She's,
Hey, Ruby, we
Yeah.
are gonna hit you up on some Snake Buster stuff.
hell yeah, because we
Yeah,
have an
for
idea for a
real.
Snake Buster. We got snaked.
We got snakes.
We poured our creativeness into a project, and it got fucking just taken away from us. Where did it record to? Where did it go? You know what I'm saying?
It's
Why'd
gone.
I pay money for something that just was gonna fail us? You know, that's a whole nother video. You know what I'm saying?
I can see if it didn't load all the way, but
Yeah,
not
bro,
a save at
but it
all.
recorded. Why didn't it have an error during the recording?
Right.
While it's recording, it means it's recording to something, right? That
Where'd
means
it
it's
go?
like that's being saved to something at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's
Well,
what I
where?
always thought. Where'd it go?
Where'd
If it's
it
on
snaked?
if it's on a server somewhere,
Hey, bro.
let us know, or else we got snaked. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro.
straight
We got snaked on money, you know, and time and fucking creativity. Something that you can never get back.
We had
You
some
know?
dope moments on the original.
And that is
Some moments you can
Time,
never fucking
yeah.
recreate. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like when we go back to that, like we're refilming a
Ooh,
video,
that makes me mad.
refilming a video, and trying to talk about things like we did on the last video
Without making it.
without being
cheesy.
corny or whatever.
You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
just, you know, it's hard. You know, like we don't even like when you try to go into something again and try to recreate creativity. That's hard as fuck. And I know a lot of people like out there know that shit. So here we had something super dope yesterday, and even trying to get into that groove to try to make new magic is hard once you've done that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You know, we put a lot of time and effort into it, and you know that's something that we've been thinking about a lot. We
Right.
talked about the time that we wasted basically on just this video, you know, because it's gone. We talked about a lot of that yesterday in the web show. Because if you guys watched, Violent J did his own seminar at the Gathering this year.
Right.
I really wasn't expecting that. I didn't know that was going to happen.
No.
I didn't read the timeline again, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to fucking cry. I was like, I could be there at this time, you know?
We can keep this up.
Yeah. So, he did a fucking seminar, and ended up being like one of the most uplifting motivational things I've heard in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And it is because it's coming from someone that I respect.
Totally
I guess,
gets
you
you
know,
thinking,
that's a big thing about it, you know? Huge thing about it, that I actually respect this guy, and everything that he said was just incredible. You guys know that Violent J talks a lot about time. It's in his raps, even more so now as he's old. He talks about it, you know. And he was talking about that. He led into the fucking this speech. When it was announced, I thought he was making some announcement or whatever. That's what it said. And he, when I tuned in, I'm listening to it, fucking phone in my pocket, and Violent J, you know, he had a lot of awesome motivational things to say, you know, like, and he started talking about about time and how we waste time, you know, and how time just moves that fucking quick.
When you're having fun.
So you gotta fucking make the best of your time, you know what I'm saying, and not let people waste your time either, you know, like you can't, you gotta keep yourself moving. That was cool to watch this, because if you need motivation, you could watch this video and definitely get this video, you know, like he talks about how they set their mind to do these things, and I know you guys probably hear this. I hear that all the time. You hear it in something when anybody's talking about their success or whatever, and you just got to put your mind to it. You just got to put your mind to it. But how much harder that actually is to do, you know. But when you hear this, you know, someone who actually, like, you know, they set their mind on this path, and if you do and you have the drive to do something, you can fucking do it for sure. If you have that full drive in you,
nothing's gonna stop
nothing's
you.
gonna stop you. You know what I'm saying? If you set your mind to something, you know that you absolutely have to get there, and there's nothing else you can do about it. You're gonna work your ass off to get there. You know what I'm saying?
To make sure you get there.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's not gonna happen overnight.
You
It's
know what
not
I'm
gonna
saying?
happen.
Because you have to work your ass
You
off.
gotta work to get
Yeah,
there.
you know. The speech was super dope. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it a lot yesterday, and it sucks that you guys don't get to hear what we said yesterday on it. You know,
That'll be forever lost.
forever lost. Dude.
Until Psychopathic gets a hold of us and
they find that video on the server somewhere after we snake bust those motherfuckers. But anyway, you know, like the seminar was super dope, bro. It was like crazy uplifting to hear Violent J talk about these things. You know, to see what they've become and how he's done it could be an example to all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They came from nothing. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go to school or whatever, and fucking, you know, did this. They set their fucking mind to it. Like Violent J says in there, you know what I'm saying? They originally just wanted to be wrestlers. Him and Shaggy would be in school and be like, you know, fuck this. I ain't learning any of this shit, because I know one day I'm gonna be a motherfucking wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wrestle, and that's gonna be it. I don't need to know any of this shit. And then they got into rap, and we're like, oh, you know, this is it for sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna be fucking, you know, straight rappers. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go fucking kill it. And they did it. You know what I'm saying? Violent J gave up, you know, everything else, I guess you're saying, you know, just to make sure that he wanted this shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta watch this motherfucking seminar. Super uplifting, bro. If you need motivation in life,
you need to
check it out.
see
Watch.
this video.
Yeah, watch the
for
shit.
Sure, man.
Straight up. And if you know anybody younger, you know what I'm saying? Let them
Tell
watch
them
this
to
shit.
watch
You know what I'm saying?
Juggler or not.
Juggler or not.
Juggler
for
or
sure.
not. Watch the fucking video.
You got like a
If
fucking
need
niece or
motivation.
nephew or some shit getting ready to go to college or whatever. Fucking pop this shit on for them, you know? And, you know, let them see this, bro. Because I'm telling you, it's fucking motivational, bro. And I can't even give you the same sentiment that it gave me by talking about it.
Right.
You know, like
You gotta watch it for yourself.
You gotta watch it for yourself,
Yeah.
man.
Like, there's shit we probably missed, tidbits we're missing out of it, but
Hell yeah.
it's very uplifting. Like you said, Juggler or not. If you need something like that, watch it. Some motivation,
Even
some
if you're
uplifting
going
shit,
through a
watch
bad day,
it. Yeah.
just watch
Still
that
push
shit.
it.
For sure, man. That was a lot that came out of the gathering. You know, that especially was dope to go into. You know, the second day of the gathering, Violent J uplifting everybody.
Yeah.
And what ended up, in my opinion, at first being an uneventful gathering,
Right.
ended up turning into a fucking dope gathering. Everybody out there who's fucking bumping Ouija now after the gathering, that's the shit. I'm glad y'all fucking loved that shit.
Yeah, they said too, back to him and Light, but as I said, we didn't watch the whole seminar, caught bits and pieces, but the Spill the Sauce tour.
Ooh,
We
yeah.
just said Spill the Sauce tour be coming.
Hell yeah.
Don't know if it's him and Light. I can't remember, didn't elaborate, but definitely Ouija.
Yo, that'll be the shit, bro. I'm all about seeing Ouija again. you
I'm
know
all
what
about
saying?
seeing Ouija.
Hell yeah. And look, man, I saw some of the shit from the gathering. You looked like you tore it up. It was super fucking dope.
You see his boots and pants? Did you see that performance? Watch that shit.
Oh shit, I gotta check that shit out, man.
Watch the boots and pants performance.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You know, so when the gathering wraps up, man, I hope everyone had a good time. You know, honestly, wish we could have been there.
Yeah.
Next
You
year,
definitely
20th
know.
annual,
Locked
we're gonna
in.
fucking have to mark out from the 20th annual. So we did DCG Con this year, and that was like, for sure, saying that we weren't gonna go to the gathering. You know, once they did that, and fucking, it's basically the gathering was kind of out of the picture. But I'm gonna try to do both next year if they
They said
do.
they're dubbing it the Super Gathering this year.
Super gathering.
Yeah.
For the
Super
20th annual?
20th annual was gonna be Super Gathering. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
bro.
what I meant.
They're gonna have to flex out, man. It's gonna have
Oh,
to be.
dude,
They
it's
did. He
gonna-
did say possibly bigger name bands. I don't know, like how much bigger they want to go or try to go. But he says they're dubbing it the Super Gathering.
I don't know who, like,
So I'm wondering
I think they would have to
maybe,
finally pull out all the stops, but I don't know who all those stops are.
Yeah.
That'd be like
stops are kind
the
of.
whole.
I don't know who I even like.
That'd be like the whole network.
I don't even know who I want to see at the
Network
gathering.
of underground.
You know what I'm saying?
Dark
I don't even know who I want to see at the gathering.
Yeah.
Man. You know,
Super Gathering, maybe Super Villains. Maybe
Super
you say?
Villains for sure. It's gonna be a fucking Super Villains gathering. But
Let's
Super Villains
take
2.0, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Super Villains with Ouija or Light in there. In the
Instead
mix.
of who was the other guy?
Or it'll be both of them. Or it's gonna be Hoodoo and ICP and Eshan.
Yeah.
Gotta have another guy in there.
I forgot who the other guy was.
It was Lavelle, yeah.
Lavelle.
It was Lavelle.
Lavelle.
And he, yeah, and I wanted, like, you know, Lavelle dissed Psychopathic. And that's when ABK dissed Psychopathic. That's why I never been a fan of ABK. He didn't really diss him, he was just on that track. We talked about that fucking several episodes ago in the last series.
Yeah.
Season 1.
But, you know, with the gathering coming to wraps, bro, a lot of new shit's gonna happen right away. Immediately, basically, following the gathering is GoreFest in Denver, Colorado with the Roxy Theater. LSP, throw the bells up, for sure. That's just going on August 3rd through 5th. If you can make it to Denver, Colorado, and you're from any other state and you got a state ID,
You get in for free.
That's the shit. I mean, a fucking dope 3-day festival. Yeah, you can't camp at this motherfucker, but a
You
dope
can sleep
3-day
in your
festival.
car though. Just fill your fucking
just-
tank up and
If you
just
sleep in the car, don't park in the
fucking go.
parking lot around the block.
Yeah.
Your
Watch
shit
out
gets
for that
fucked.
shit. Make sure you go out to this bitch though. It's 3 days, and you get to see basically everybody you want and more. On Friday, will be August 3rd. You got motherfucking Ouija Mac. You got Triple MFD, which is fucking Scum and Insane Poetry. And then you got Big Hoodoo. One night right there, man. I want to fly out just for Friday, get high as fuck, see Scum and Damian Quinn on Saturday, and then bounce out. Even though Jaron Benton, man. Jaron Benton plays Sunday.
He's also going on tour here soon, though.
Really?
Him and Kato.
Hell yeah, bro. Fucking Jaron Benton's like my favorite.
The Yuck Fruit tour.
But yeah, that shit's going on. And then, yeah, you got Sunday, then Jaron Benton's fucking Insane Poetry, and then Liquid Assassin. So 3 days. And then you got all kinds of other people. Our homeboys Razor are playing. Man, it's going to be the shit. You know, I've been to GoreFest before. I've been to a few shows out at the Roxy. They get down on that motherfucker. And especially when LSP's in the house, yeah, that shit gets crazy. Make sure you go check that out. Again, it's August 3rd through 5th. It's the 13th annual fucking... So you know it's gonna be extra wicked. Throwing fucking some 13th shit in that bitch, you know. But yeah, check it out, man. It's right after the gathering, August 3rd through 5th, Denver, Colorado, Roxy Theater. Look it up. Get your tickets now. I'm sure. I think tickets are super cheap too. Last I remember, they were super cheap. 3 days. And just the names that I said, that's worth the ticket price right there.
Okay.
And then plus it goes like all day, like fucking 2 p.m. till fucking the bar closes or whatever. Dope as fuck. Nice little area. You can smoke weed. It's the shit. So check that out. And then immediately following that, ICP go back on tour with the Milenko and Friends tour. They kick off in Indianapolis and Indiana, and I hope to be there.
Me too.
I hope so.
Man, if we can, let's pull whatever strings. I mean, I could even if I get out of work at the time, we could just race down that bitch, you know what I'm saying? It's a 2-hour drive. ICP probably ain't gonna go on until last, as long as we get down there to see the clowns, you know what I'm saying? But it's a Milenko and Friends tour. Like I had said in this fucking other video, and my speculation would have been cool because we would have talked about my speculation today.
Being true.
They are doing Milenko, but with a bunch of other tracks inside also. So they're going to do mainly Milenko stuff, but then a lot of other stuff. So that's why it's called And Friends.
With Milenko's Friends being the ringmaster was an example they used.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, what, the other...
Yeah,
the
they'd
other
probably
six,
maybe just do the first 6.
or
couple of
maybe even
tracks
throw
on
in a
it.
couple of new friends.
Yeah.
Some Bang Pow Boom.
We'll see what happens. I'm excited about it now that they're doing that. Now I want to know who's going to go on tour with them. I want to see Ouija. I really want to see Ouija because we only seen him that one time. I've seen Light a bunch of times now.
Let's see, Ouija's at GoreFest Friday.
Yeah.
They're going to be on tour, what, Monday? Would that make that the 6th?
Yeah, Monday's the 6th.
Maybe he'll be back in time.
Yeah, I'm thinking he would be, so that'd be dope as fuck. We'll find out real soon. Like I said, the train's just gonna keep rolling right after gathering. That's super dope. Because then you got Attack of the Ninjas at the end of the month.
Yeah,
and you already got tickets for that show,
I already
right?
do have tickets, so you guys, if y'all are going, maybe I'll see you there. You might even see Bobby Blaze there. You still gotta.
You won't see me there.
You'll see Fred.
You won't
Fury.
see me there. I'll be Fred Furied out if I go, but you ain't gonna see me there.
Okay, maybe Fred.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see me there.
Fearless Fred Fury.
There's a good chance that I might just pop up.
Pull the fire
If
alarm
they
again.
do, if I'm gonna pop up. If they don't play
Don't
Green
pull the
Book,
fire alarm.
if they don't pull a Green Book, I'm play Green Book. I'm pulling the fire alarm. And that's just for you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know that whole 2 different sets shit. It's got to be worth it. You know.
I hope so.
We'll
see what
but yeah, man. Honestly, like if you guys are going down to that, have a good time. It's coming up real soon too. The dates on that are August 23rd.
Third is the
pre-show with drive.
pre-show with drive-by.
Hell yeah.
You know, y'all know
And then
who
so it's the
drive-by
24th and
is.
5th?
24th and 5th, yes.
And it's in Kokomo, Indiana. We'll keep talking about that until it goes. We're gonna show some, graphic for it on here. But we keep talking about these events as they go. But that's in Kokomo, Indiana. Matt Murdros will be updating you on his status, where he's staying, what he's doing, all that other shit. Like I said, I doubt I'll be there, mainly because I don't want to be. But if these motherfuckers, if he ends up going, then I'm gonna think about it even more. But if you guys think I should go and just want to see me there, so let's go. Let me know. But I probably won't go. But they'll be there shooting you fucking videos, Snapchatting, Instagram, and all the other good shit. With fucking the Twizzler fam and all that. That's pretty fucking cool though that it's coming up. You got tickets already, so you ain't gotta worry about it. So at least he's going to that shit real soon. Yeah, man. So like, just the rest of the summer is fucking planned out, and I bet you we'll get fall news coming up real soon.
Oh, I can't wait
What's
for
gonna
fall,
happen.
man.
We're looking forward to some of that
They
shit.
did mention the big plans for Halloween,
Yeah.
Right.
which would be right after
around
Fred Fury.
yeah.
So
4 days.
4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days after Fred Fury.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be a
It's
big
gonna be
Fred
crazy.
Fury fucking Halloween. Yeah, so like that would actually, we didn't go to the gathering. Maybe that could be our aim. I don't know. I think Halloween's on like in the middle of the week this year.
Yeah.
But my birthday's right before Halloween.
I'm not liking the holidays this
right
year.
after
at all.
Halloween.
Throwing
Yeah, no,
them
they're
in
on
the week.
the middle of the week and shit. President Trump, you're doing all this crazy shit. Make all the holidays on like the first Monday of the week, or the first or the Sunday, or the Friday that it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like if it's like like Halloween's the 31st, the last Friday or Saturday of the month, then is the holiday. Like 4th of July, you fucked up everything. Like with 4th of July, 4th of July should just be like the first Friday of the month. You know what I'm saying? First Friday of July.
Celebrate it.
Yeah. So Donald Trump, you're making all these crazy fucking changes in our life. Do some positive and change the holidays so we get weekend holidays
Weekend
all the
holidays.
time, bro. But look, I digress, man. That's a lot of the shit that we have, but I wanted to talk about some things. We've put out a few videos now. We're coming back in this bitch. For those of you guys don't know, we did like 100 weekly web shows live before. And one of the big things that MUJ has always said and always been about is family united, not divided. Fun. You guys see us posted everywhere.
Fun.
This was a thing that we created a long time ago. Nowadays, with all this peace beneath the streets and stuff, fun is somewhat similar. You know what I'm saying? But it was a thing that we thought of when we started doing this shit. Family united, not divided. To me, means maybe something different than some people. I know that on the web shows, I talk a lot of shit. I say some things that are gonna piss a lot of people off. But when it comes down to that, that's not to me what family united, not divided represents. When I'm talking shit, I'm talking shit like I talk to my friends. I'm talking shit, just for fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm having
Shits and giggles.
What family united, not divided means to me is that there is so many fucking real rifts in our community. There's so much. We're supposed to be a community of all acceptance, and there's so many people out there who just want to be better than everybody else. Real hesitant in even doing what we do because I don't feel like we're better than anybody, and I don't want that. We're all supposed to be together as this one unit. You know what I'm saying? And being together as one unit doesn't mean that we can't talk shit to each other as long as we're having fun. Doesn't mean that I when I say I don't like Twisted or I don't like Gmo Ski, it doesn't mean that I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? It just means that I don't like my shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like everything that I like. I know people talk shit about Ouija. You know what I'm saying? And all I ask is that you listen to the motherfucker. If you don't like him, you don't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've listened to Twisted for fucking 17 years. I just don't like them now. You know what I'm saying? They haven't put out anything that's appealing to me, so I'm allowed to say that. If you watch these videos and you're like, fuck that guy because he doesn't like Twisted, that's just fucking stupid. That's not Family United, not divided. We're all supposed to be able to share our opinions. We're all supposed to be our own people. You know what I'm saying?
We were talking about it yesterday in our magical video.
Our magic video.
This whole fun Family United, not divided was before the whole
Civil
War
before
too.
that.
So I mean,
It has nothing to do.
It has
with
nothing to do with the whole.
We started that a long time ago. Back even when I talked shit about everything then too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Back when everybody was under one roof, when the hatchet was all under one roof, with everybody.
We still were Family United.
Fun was the Family United, not divided was.
It was because
it was there.
It was because, like you said, a lot.
No juggalo should be alone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No juggalo should be left out because they have a certain belief. You know, we have people in this community of all kinds, and we're not supposed to discriminate at all. Everyone's supposed to have their opinion as long as we're not preaching violence or something that's hateful. Because I don't think me saying that I don't like something, I don't consider that hateful.
No, you just don't like it.
I don't. So as long as you're not being like hateful to somebody or you're trying to put violence onto somebody, your opinion's welcome. The person that you are is welcome. You're not a fucking grimy thief, you know, murderer or some shit, you know, then you're fucking cool with me. Family United, not divided. If there's a ninja alone who feels outcast because he doesn't like fucking Gmo ski, that's stupid. Or if there's a ninja out there who doesn't like, you know, fucking, or who is alone because he likes to, you know, paint his fingernails or some shit, I don't know, any example, we should all be together. Everyone should fucking be able to, you know, and then if there's some of us who just joke around on that shit, you know, I bust these guys' balls all the time. I've been friends with these guys for years, you know what I'm saying? At any point, they can, if it was like, if they felt like they were getting like hate from me, we wouldn't be tight.
I used
We
to be
wouldn't
this
We
guy's
wouldn't be sitting on
neighbor.
this couch.
Yeah, we wouldn't be doing this shit. So like,
It's all fun.
it's
man.
all, it's, what we're doing here, what I'm doing especially, because I know I'm the one that's getting heat for it. I'm not even getting heat for it, motherfuckers.
I know.
You know, I got one motherfucker who's just singled me out. Maybe 3 at this fucking convention singled me out. Maybe, I don't fucking know. If 3 people watch the video, at least all 3 of you watch it from your phones so we get the views before you hate on me over it. But look, all I'm saying is, man, we're not trying to advocate hate, violence, anything like that. We're simply stating our opinion because this is an outlet. Everyone has we have an outlet to do that. If we were just on here singing praises of everything, would you really want to watch that? If you weren't hearing our honest opinion on things, would you want to watch that? Would you just want to hear us suck dick? You know what I'm saying? No. And anybody who's watched MUJ before, any of our weekly Wicked Web shows, anything we've ever done, we've never been sucking dick. I'll hate on everything on Psychopathic. I'll hate on everything on M&E if I don't like it, because that's my opinion. But I'm, like I said yesterday, if MUJ is 100%, I'm only 10% of that shit. There's fucking 90% still over there that are not fucking, not talking shit. So don't let me be the deterrent. And if you're like calling for censorship, don't watch our shit. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Because if you're that type of person, you shouldn't watch the shit anyway. If you're gonna get fucking hurt anyway, and I'm talking to everybody now, because we've already talked about this in one web show, that this is our format. This is what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk shit if I don't like it. And my boy got me turning gears. I'm gonna listen to M&E shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't listened to M&E shit. Even my boys, Gorilla Voltage, I haven't listened to M&E shit for 2 years. And now I'm gonna start, because my homie said, you know what? If we're gonna do this shit, you know, with our juggalos, you gotta at least know what you're talking about.
Right.
So if I don't like it, I'll say something about it. Maybe you'll hear me say I don't like something. I'll actually let out a secret. I listened to fucking a minute of Gmo Ski before I got rudely interrupted.
I'm so proud of you, man.
And I was like, bro, I might actually like this shit.
Yeah, he was feeling it. But you know,
That,
like you
that
said,
Zelda song in the beginning or whatever.
Yeah.
I like the
crime.
Or a kind of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I checked
I like
that out.
the 8-bit sound.
And I dig it, man. You know, I honestly was like, alright, this is alright. But I got rudely interrupted, so I fucking immediately turned that shit off, fucking stopped the download on my phone. And it'll take me another week to listen to it. But I'm gonna give it a try. Because if anyone's gonna call me a hypocrite, the only thing that they would be able to call me a hypocrite on is me hating on things that I don't listen to. And I tell you guys to listen to things before you hate on it. So now, I'm gonna listen to things, and if I don't like it, I'll tell you. And if I like it, I'll tell you. Straight up. So that's me on this shit, addressing it for the last time. Family United Not Divided is us, man. It's no juggalo left behind. We're 3 completely different people, you know what I'm saying? If you're fucking feeling lonely, we're there for you. Midwest United Juggalos was to accept all the people. Instead of being on, back then, you know, you'd be on Facebook or some shit and everyone would be hating on you or something. You know, you'd do too many haters to filter out. This is just for juggalos. And we don't fucking let no juggalo behind. So even if you're in here and you're like, oh, Bobby Blaze, I don't want to listen to Ouija Mac. I think that shit's, it's garbage. You know, I tried listening to it for a fucking month straight. And I don't like it. I'm like, bet, bro. You don't like it. You don't like that shit.
Points for you.
You don't like that shit. Hey, bro, I'll put on this fucking Dark Lotus album. You know what you want. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. You know, if you don't like that I'm talking shit about it, I'm sorry, bro. But that's just my opinion.
It's gonna happen.
You guys gonna have your opinion. But hey, I just wanted to adjust that shit, man. I fucking love all the juggalos. I love all this shit. Fatal Frankie is one of the guys that I use this as an example when we talk about this juggalo, this ICP twisted shit. He's one of my homeboys, been a long time homie for us. Remember, we were out in fucking Big Money Rustles and shit. We helped this motherfucker fix his tire and all that shit. I give him a jump at the gathering. It shows up every once in a while on my time hop or whatever. Gave Fatal Frankie a jump at the gathering too one year. This is my fucking dude. And he seen me at this Twisted show and I was undercover. And he's like, bro, like, do you like me still? I'm like, bro, you know?
Right.
It's not that serious, man. I'm not gonna not like anybody over it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fucking stab somebody if they got this fucking lame ass logo on their fucking hat or something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do anything like that. I got my beefs, but I'm not gonna, like, I don't hate you because of that. Unless you're some fucking dumb motherfucker like me who's like, fuck ICP, bitch! You know what I'm saying? Then I might fucking hack you out.
Right, if you take it through hands, then
you know, I might
it's
take
it.
But look, man, Family United Not Divided, bro. That's what it is. You know, it's not necessarily let's fucking, you know, all have the same opinion. Let's all be sheep. Violent J, watch that fucking seminar. Violent J says, you know, no juggalos are sheep, bro. We're all allowed to have our own opinion. I made my own opinion. This is my own opinion, and you guys got your own. That's cool. And let's share them with each other because that's how a community thrives.
Yeah.
If we could all talk about our opinions peacefully, that's how it thrives. Maybe I'll not say terrible, degrading things about people you love anymore. Maybe, but I doubt it. I'll try my best. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say on that shit, though.
We don't have no
Hey, man, but for real, hey,
Sorry,
you guys know that fucking Tenacious D song, Tribute? This podcast is just a tribute.
Yes.
To the greatest the fucking video that we had ever shot. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
for
So
real.
this,
Episode 3.
this is episode 3. This is episode 3.5.
Not even.
So we had
3.1. What's episode 3.1?
Yeah,
No.
because the episode that we had recorded this, man, was super organic and it was really
2.9.
emotional. We talked about a lot of things that were super dope, you know, and you can't recapture fucking. You can't force creativity.
No, you can't. You can't.
Without it being corny.
We're gonna keep doing these shows, man. Technically, will be our 3rd of the new Weekly Wicked Web Show series.
But it's not.
And man, we got some fucking magic. I'm hoping that maybe while I edit this fucking video, there'll be something behind us, but I doubt it, man. We fucking filmed an hour in front of this video and in the screen. It was dope. But man, hey, we're gonna keep knocking them out. Check out our videos. If you went to the gathering, and I hope you're watching this shit, let me know how it was. I want to hear all about it. And we're gonna record another one real soon. But for now, this is TeamMUJ's Weekly Web Show.
Much love, y'all.